for me. And they were like, this is not really what we wanted. And I was like, so what do you want? They're like, we want you to do like one on like a full like risk assessment for a business. And I'm like, okay. They're talking about, I was like, I don't have a problem with that. But what you gave to me is
Good
not.
afternoon, everyone. We'll be getting started here momentarily. Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is G. Lamar Stewart. I'm the Chief of Community Engagement here at the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office. I want to take the time to welcome each and every one of you to our monthly one-stop job and resource hub on behalf of District Attorney Larry Krasner and our entire executive team here at the DA's office. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you to all our presenters, and thank you to those who are job and resource seekers. We're going to go ahead and get started. And so we have a few guests today that we just want to allow to give a couple of words before we start with our first employer. And so with us today, we have Bilal Qayyum, who is the president and founder of Father's Day Rally Committee here in Philadelphia. Good to see you, Bilal. You can unmute yourself and greet the attendees.
Okay, I got it. This technology gets a little tricky sometimes. Good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon to everyone who joined this very important call. First of all, I want to thank the DA's office and Lamont for his team who puts on these job hubs programs. So he's been doing, I think, once a month now. It's very important, and I just wanted to say how important it is. My work in the city over the years trying to reduce violence, all the national statistics show that when there's high unemployment in the areas, there's a likelihood that there's going to be more violence. That's nationally over the years. So when you got more people working, and particularly in African American and Latinos communities where violence has hit the hardest, violence and crime drops. If you could do all the studies over the years, that shows that in America, when folks are working, folks are making income, they can pay their bills. There's less pressure on them to operate in society, and there's less violence in that society. So in Philadelphia, when we look at these record number shootings and record number homicides in the city, you have to look at the reason for it. One of the reasons is when you have 30% plus of Black males jobless, 50% plus of Black male youth jobless, we're going to see what we're seeing now, this explosion of negative behavior in our community. So the more individuals that need work, want to work, and we could get them jobs, we will see a difference in the level of violence in the city of Philadelphia. So once again, I want to thank everybody, all the employers. I give a big shout out to you for joining and supporting the DA's office and the job search hub event, and all the people on looking for jobs. I pray as I leave you that you will find a job, and that you could find a job that you feel comfortable with, that you want to do, and that makes your income. So you'll get less pressure on you on your daily problems, so you can pay your bills. So once again, thank everybody for coming on today. It's very important, the work that you're doing to help reduce poverty in the city of Philadelphia and help reduce violence in the city of Philadelphia. And a big thank you to Lamont and his team for doing this, and the DA's office and the DA Larry Krasner, who understands supports this totally.
Thank you so much, Bilal, and appreciate all the work that you're doing here in the city. And as Bilal mentioned, our community engagement team has been working over the last several months to put these on virtually, but we launched One Stop last year, and pre-COVID, we were going into rec centers and schools and transferring community institutions into job interview sites. So we appreciate all those who continue to help us to make that happen. So with that being said, we're going to go to our first employer, and glad to have Kristen and Eric from Lowe's with us today. Our first presenter is Lowe's. So your slides are up, Lowe's.
All right, thank you so much for joining us today. Eric was unfortunately unable to make it today. He currently has attracted the trade celebration, which I'll go and talk about in a later slide of what's a program that we offer. So right now, as always, it's always an exciting time to join us here in Lowe's. We're always doing great things. We're still busy with everything going on with people like finishing their, at-home projects right now. And, once the fall hits, we really engage in a lot of community projects. A lot of our associates are out in the communities last month and this month and helping the communities that we serve. So as always, like I said, it's always a good time to join Lowe's. So I'll jump into the positions that we have available. All right, so as you see on the screen here, right now we're hiring for full-time, part-time, and seasonal positions. Right now it's mainly that full-time and part-time, but you do still have that seasonal option. We do ramp up in the seasonal hire come about January or February as we jump into the spring season. But just to name most of our types of positions that we have a lot of cashier positions, sales floor associates in which you're providing customer service and product knowledge in the various departments that we offer. We have the receiving and delivery options, and we also have, with certain stores, we have the day and overnight shifts. Plumbing and electrical pros, sales specialists, which varies based on the department supervisors and assistant store managers. And on the screen here, you'll see all of the locations in your area. Me in particular, I oversee all of South Jersey. I do have 2 locations in Pennsylvania, which is the South Philadelphia Lowe's location, as well as the Brookhaven, PA. Before we move on, I'll let you know that I'll have Eric pass you along, Lamar, the information, but next Wednesday from 10 to 4, anybody in the Warrington and Willow Grove area, we are having a huge hiring event at the Hampton Inn in that area. So if anybody is interested in attending, please reach out to either Seth or Lamar. I know Eric will be sending over the flyers to you guys to hand out. And then if you want to move on to the next slide. So here's how to apply here at Lowe's. So you'll go to that jobs.lowes.com. You'll have the ability to input your town that you're currently located in there and the miles that you're willing to travel. So from there, all of the positions within that distance or radius that you inputted will populate. Each store is different on the needs and the staffing that they're currently hiring for. So it's good to kind of filter and keep your options open with various locations. In the green box below is all of the contact information for Eric, myself, and Tracy, who oversees all those locations that was mentioned previously. And just to name, before we go on to the next slide, I'll just name some benefits that we have available. So once you apply, we do require that you pass a drug screen and background check, but the first day that you apply, you will be able to enroll into your benefits. Some of those, to name a few, would be medical, dental, vision. We have a 10% employee discount card. You'd have your life insurance, tuition reimbursement, paid time off, and I'll jump into our programs that we have for the next slide. The one that's missing is attracted to trades, but I'll just go over that really quick. So we do have a program that allows those who are looking to get into a skilled trade, it is 100% paid for by Lowe's. It allows you to enroll in the trade, and once you complete 100%, we'll partner with you and the resources that we have in the community to get you out there in a position within one of our installation companies and things like that. You do have to be in role, whether it's the permanent full-time or part-time role, within 6 months, and you have to be in good standing with performance and everything like that. But the areas in which we allow these trades and have the programs for is carpentry, plumbing, electrical, HVAC, and appliance repair. So if you are interested in that, that's definitely an option that we offer here as well at Lowe's. Other than that, that's all I have.
Thank you, Kristen, and I appreciate you joining us every month for our one-stop hub. Our next presenter is Network of Neighbors. Glad to have Camilla Johnson presenting for Network of Neighbors. Your slides are up.
Sorry, everyone. I always forget to unmute myself. Thank you, Lamar. Thank you, Seth, for having me. I'll try to be really brief. Network of Neighbors, if you all haven't heard of us before, we're out of the Department of Behavioral Health, which is great because everything that we get to offer for communities and for training is free. That's our contact info up there. Kind of the main points to know about us right off the bat. Our name says responding to violence. We don't just respond to violence, we respond to any experience of overwhelming stress or trauma that a community is experiencing. So by community, we're talking about neighborhoods, blocks, social groups, groups of neighbors, but also schools, rec centers, workplaces, library branches. These are all communities that we've responded to. So that experience of overwhelming stress could be a result of an incident, such as an incident of community violence or a traumatic accident in the neighborhood. It could also be ongoing circumstances, such as living and working in a neighborhood with high rates of gun violence, living and working amidst a global pandemic. All of these are definitely ongoing circumstances. So you can go on to the next slide. I covered that one already. The key to know about us is that we only respond when we're invited in. So I talked about how we respond to any circumstance of overwhelming stress. We want the community to define that for themselves, not us for doing that for them. So you can think about the examples I listed, but you can also think about situations that don't always make the news, right? So a group of neighbors that maybe discovered a body in their neighborhood. There was no police report, no media account, but that happened, right? And so any type of experience of stress, the community calls us. We have a conversation with the community's natural leaders, whether that's the block captain, a parent on the block, a school counselor, the director of the rec center, to understand from their perspective what happened and how people are reacting, what they're like, what they want to see happen in terms of support. And then what we do is we facilitate different types of community meetings and group conversations. They're evidence informed, that sort of bring the community together, help people process their thoughts and reactions with people they already know and already trust, which functions to reduce stress, get people on the same page, give people the same information, and kind of connect with each other and tap into their natural strengths and their natural supports. The key to what we do, right? We operate on the ask model, like I talked about, in the sense that we have to be invited in. That helps to build trust, guarantee safety into the process, and make sure that we're working with the community. But our main goal is to be training people at the community level to be doing this work. So we have a training coming up in November, and we have an info session coming up at the end of October, where you'll learn the evidence-based interventions that we do. You'll get credentialed with them, and then you can work with us at your own pace in terms of learning how to facilitate these interventions, or just learning how to connect us into the communities that you're a part of. You can go to the next slide. Thanks. So the info session, so you'll get like a more in-depth understanding of what the Networking of Neighbors is and what we do. You'll get an understanding of the training in November, what that looks like, what that entails. And then you'll get a sense also, and you'll hear from volunteers about what volunteering with us is like, or what being a part of the Network of Neighbors is like. So the info session's on the 13th of October from 2 to 4. The training, unfortunately, is gonna have to be virtual this fall. So that's on November 2nd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, skipping election day. If you have any questions or you want the link to sign up for the info session, just shoot me an email. I'll drop my email also in the chat. It's camilla.johnson@phila.gov. And thanks for everyone's time.
Thank you so much, Camilla. Always great to see you. And for all of our presenters, just know that we're going to put all of your contact information into the chat feature just to save you that step. So thank you so much for being here with us today. Our next presenter is, well, let me ask this. If for all those who are watching it, if you can please share this information and let folks know that they can join in to this one-stop virtual hub. Just before our next presenter comes up, we actually have just one special greeting from our Philadelphia District Attorney, who is here with us today, Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner. I'm so glad to have him on.
Are we on? Howdy, everybody. I can't see me, but I can see you. So I just want to thank you all for taking the time to explore what One Stop offers. It is our hope that even in a pandemic, even when not everybody can move everywhere all the time, that we can continue what we began before the pandemic, which is going around to Philadelphians all over the city and offering them the services that they may need, services that are not just good for them, but that tend to reduce crime, that tend to prevent crime. If we can go to victims and provide them services they need for the trauma that they have suffered, or perhaps something as straightforward as a ramp to allow them to get in and out of their house, get them connected to the right people. If we can spend some time with young people who don't have a job, but could use it and would, of course, invest their time and effort in that instead of investing it in other things that could be much more dangerous for them and somebody else, we want to do that. If we are in a position to provide access to education or educational loans, or in any other way to do the things that we know prevent crime, and those things include education, they include treatment of many different types, they include economic opportunity, among other things. If we can do that, that's what we want to do. And we are thrilled that there are so many organizations and individuals around the city of Philadelphia who feel the same way, who realize that the toolbox, the options, the possibilities have to be more, not fewer, if we're going to actually get our arms around crime and we're going to make Philadelphia as wonderful as we all hope it can be and as safe as we all hope that it can be. So thank you very much for putting your time into this. I leave you in the capable hands of G. Lamar Stewart and all of the DAO staff and all the wonderful individuals and organizations who have joined with us. And you have a wonderful, sunny Philadelphia day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, D. Krasner, for joining, and appreciate that message to both our presenters as well as to the residents of Philadelphia. We're going to continue with our next presenter, Interim Healthcare. So glad to have our friend, Jackie Ferguson, on with us today. Jackie, your slides are up.
Thank you, Lamar. Thank you for having Interim, and thank you for having me back. I'll be pretty brief as well. So Interim Healthcare is a home healthcare company. We're locally owned and backed by a national company with over 50 years experience in home care. So we're not one of those fly-by-night agencies that pop up everywhere. Not to discredit anyone, we're just experienced in the business, and we understand what care is needed. So I'm the recruiter for Interim, and my contact information will be just about everywhere for anyone trying to reach me. Next slide, please. So obviously, as I mentioned, we're a healthcare company and we're looking for home health aides and certified nursing assistants. We do offer weekly pay, direct deposit, obviously, and health, dental, vision, and life insurance, 401k, holiday and overtime, as stated on this slide. And obviously there's some eligibility requirements for some of those coverages, but we're really looking for compassionate people. There are a lot of individuals within Philadelphia and the surrounding counties that are caring for cared ones, maybe their parents, their grandparents, and I look at that as experience. So during the phone screening process, those are things I typically speak to. I need to understand someone's, their level of comfort with care, because care, as mentioned on this slide, can be anything from cooking, cleaning. Some of our clients require bathing assistance. We might even have clients that need help getting to dialysis or to the grocery store. So I bring all that up to say, because during the phone screening process, I may ask you if you have a valid driver's license, because some of our clients do require transportation. We have clients, so we cover all of Philadelphia with the exception of the Northeast, and we cover all of Delaware County and Chester County. So driving is huge once you kind of spread out of the city, only because it's not really that accessible with public transportation, depending on where it is. We do have a ton of clients in Philadelphia that are in locations that do not require a vehicle, and it's actually more suitable for some only because of the parking situation and where the clients are located. So again, this is an ongoing need. During the pandemic specifically, there are a lot of individuals who became more uncomfortable with letting strangers in their home. And, we ensure that everyone is prepared with their PPE. We issue gloves. We even have masks, and we also provide free online training if you want to brush up on your skills for dementia and other skills that are needed to really take care of our folks. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is just asking if anyone's interested. Again, don't be afraid to call me if you don't have a certification, any type of certification. A lot of people have experience with caring for others, and those are skill sets that we need. So don't be afraid to call me. My contact information is listed here. Again, we cover all of Delaware County, all of Chester County, all of Philadelphia with the exception of the Northeast. So feel free to share this information. We're all over Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Snagajob, CareerLink. You can find us everywhere. And one thing I want to make note of is, because we're so big and because we have satellite offices, let's say you relocate to another state even, we might be able to connect you to another interim office in another state. So it gives a more of a sense of some job security there. So that's all I really have. And I'm always available, always.
Thank you so much, Jackie, and please send our greetings to your colleagues and our friends that we know we will see at the hub. Our next presenter is Deputy Managing Director of Community Service here in the city of Philadelphia, Joanna Otero Cruz, as well as Damaris from the Philadelphia Managing Director's Office, the Community Services Office. Glad to have you, Joanna and Damaris.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you again, Seth and Lamar, for this opportunity. As already shared, my colleague, Damaris Feliciano, is also on the call, and unfortunately, I have to excuse myself early. So if there's, post the presentation, any further questions, she'll stay to the end to answer any. The community services division is pretty diverse, as you can see. So the purpose is obviously to really connect with where we often say we're the external kind of face to the operational office of the city, and to help residents navigate what sometimes could be, very complicated processes. And to really focus, we really focus on the day-to-day quality of life issues for our residents in Philadelphia. So the departments listed here are the departments that make up the portfolio within my the division that I oversee. So our Philly 311 is our non-emergency call center. If you haven't tried it recently, please do so. We also have the app. The Office of Immigrant Affairs. Obviously, there's a lot of things that we're having to track. And I'm not going to focus on all of these. I just wanted to give you an idea of what falls under that, that portfolio. I'm going to really concentrate on a few things that, as it relates to employment. And so we can advance to the next slide. One of the things we often find, and I'm sure that you have encountered this as well, is individuals with identification or lack thereof. And so about 1.5 years ago, we implemented the City of Philadelphia Identification Program, the Municipal ID Program. We refer to it as PHL City ID. It is a government-issued identification that is recognized not only by police and financial institutions, but one thing that we found is that individuals oftentimes have a hard time to find, again, even their birth certificate, which is needed for the Social Security card. So this is a starting point. It's very reasonable in terms of cost. It is $10 for adults and $5 for youth. It is high security, so it does meet the Patriot Act. If you have not updated your state license or identification, all of the features that are required by that act are embedded into this card. So again, oftentimes I tell people it is a starting point. Ultimately, we want people to have their state real ID. That's critical and important, but oftentimes this is, a first step. And so that is a program that is available in room 167 at City Hall, Mondays through Fridays. We also do mobile sites. So mobile sites means that we go to you with the equipment, and the whole process takes about 10 to 12 minutes for us to issue out an ID. All additional information in terms of what you need to qualify are in phila.gov, PHL City ID. We have a calculator there, so there is a verification of documents that's needed for identity and also place of living, of residence. And if we can advance to the next one. The census, we're down to the last couple of weeks now that it's been extended. So again, if you have not done it, we all count, and it's important that you visit and make sure that you definitely complete your census. That was really just a pitch. Unfortunately, they were hiring and all of that came to a halt. But I wanted just to remind folks that if you haven't completed your census, please do so. And the last program that I'm actually going to spend a little bit of time on, because there are employment opportunities, is our Community Life Improvement Program, which we refer to as CLIP. You may see our trucks, our white trucks with the big logo sign that say CLIP in and around the neighborhood. They work on removing graffiti vandalism from buildings and street signs and public property and street fixtures, as well as abatements of lots. So you oftentimes may see individuals doing beautification projects or cleanups in different neighborhoods. Oftentimes we actually partner up with our residents to be able to do some major cleanings in and around their neighborhoods, including lots that oftentimes are filled. As you know, Philadelphia has many abandoned lots, and oftentimes they become very attractive for illegal dumping. And so we really work around a plan with the residents as to what they want to see it become, and work with beautification projects. We also work, as I indicated, with our residents, and we help coordinate cleaning. And so we supply them with the tools. So for example, rakes and brooms and bags, and we coordinate with the pickup once they do finish their cleanups. This program, we have had great success with returning citizens. We have 36% of our full-time employees are actually returning citizens. We do believe in second chances. We believe in just providing opportunities, and we've had great success and opportunities for promotions as well over the years. So we truly believe in this model. And so most recently, in the last 2 weeks, we partnered up with Philadelphia Works, PWI, and we were able to secure some slots to really help us with the beautification projects in and around Fair Hill, West Kensington area of our city. So if anyone is interested, we are currently, looking for individuals who are interested in working up to 40 hours a week at $14.50 an hour, where we are Mondays through Fridays. And we work with, again, you're partnered up with a crew who you don't need to have experience knowing how to do weed whacking or running a lawnmower or any equipment. There is training on the job. But we are seeking individuals who've been impacted by COVID. So if you've lost your employment because of COVID, no matter what time, whether it was in the beginning of COVID or is unfortunately, happening now, and even if you're furloughed because you're impacted in any ways with your employment, please reach out to Damaris Feliciano. I know that all of our contact will be shared with you. And we are, as I indicated, we're actively seeking for 25 positions right now, and we can use your help in getting the word out. And again, if you need any additional, even if you have a question, please reach out to Damaris, and I know the contact information will be shared later on. So thank you so much for this opportunity. We hope to follow our positions after today's presentation.
Joanna, thank you so much. And thank you for all that you and your other colleagues at the MDO do each and every day for the city of Philadelphia. Please send our greetings to Tumar. Our next presenter is Andrea Wilkerson from Amazon. So glad to have you on, and Amazon is one of our new employers here at One Stop. Your slides are up.
Okay, hello everybody. I'm Andrea from Amazon, a staffing administrator with our workforce staffing department, and I'm just going to jump right into the opportunities we have. Next slide, please. All right, now, first things first, safety. Amazon is committed to safety during this COVID-19 crisis. Therefore, please don't worry about coming to work and being exposed to anything. Everybody is required to wear a mask. Everybody gets their temperature checked when they enter an Amazon facility, and gloves, masks, disinfectant, all of that is provided at each site. All right. Now, about our wages, all positions start at $15 an hour, and they go up from there depending on the location as well as the shift that you select when you apply. Now, I'm starting over here on the left side, the qualifications for all of our positions. All right, first off, no resume or interview is required, so this is an excellent opportunity for everybody just joining the workforce or was on a hiatus from the workforce. All right, everybody must be at least 18 years old. A high school diploma or GED is required. All right, capable of reading and writing basic English. All right, stand and walk for the duration of your shift, and that depends on whether the shift you selected when you apply, whether it's 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, or 10 hours. All right, everybody has to pass a drug test and a background check. Now, we are a second chance employer. Our background check results are decided on a case-by-case basis, okay? And all of our facilities, a very relaxed dress code, comfortable shoes. Shoes are absolutely necessary because you will be on your feet walking for the duration of your shift. All right, our hiring process is very simple. You apply online at amazon.force.com. All right, there is an assessment required. Please take your time with that assessment because it does matter. All right, you schedule yourself to an office hours appointment. Please have 2 forms of ID ready. You're going to take your badge photo. You're going to take your drug test. All right, we'll process your work authorization, and from there, when you pass your contingencies, you're going to be scheduled to your day 1, and look out for an email, okay? All of our communications are via email. So about the positions themselves, we hire for our delivery stations, our Whole Food markets for as shoppers, and our Amazon Fresh warehouse. Delivery station, brief overview, packages come in, they get sorted, they get put on routes, separated into routes, and then from there, they head out to the customer. Delivery stations offer both part-time and full-time positions. All right, you select that when you apply, and we have locations in Port Richmond, South Philly, and Southwest Philadelphia. Now, about our Whole Foods shopper positions, all right, you get paid to shop. All right, you pick and pack customer grocery orders, all right, and prepare that order for delivery. This is only a store position. You are not delivering to the customers. Drivers come and pick up the orders and take them to the customers. These are flexible schedule positions, which means that after your training period, you are going to be selecting your own shifts every week, okay? These are part-time positions. The shifts come in 4-hour blocks, minimum of 4 shifts, 3 to 4 shifts per month. Okay, we have our Whole Foods locations in Center City, South Philly, and we also have one nearby in Wynwood. All right, and we also hire for our Amazon Fresh warehouse at 4101 Sansom Street. What happens at that warehouse, you gather and pick orders for customer delivery. Now, you're also going to be receiving and storing inventory as it comes in. All right, important to note about this warehouse, it does have a refrigerated section. All right, so a coat and gloves are necessary, and any other necessary equipment as far as dealing with the temperature you will be provided with. All right, this facility offers both part-time flex positions and full-time fixed schedule positions, okay? So it's please note that when you apply, both part-time flex and fixed term full-time schedule, okay? The location, 4101 Sampson Street. All right. We are holding a recruitment event in cooperation with the Workforce Development on October 8th from 4 to 5 p.m. If you want contact information on that, careerpathways@phila.gov. All right, next slide, please. All right, how to apply, amazon.force.com. All right, the fastest way to learn of new positions when they are posted, you want to text City Philly to 77088 and you enter your zip code. All right, that is the quickest way to find out as soon as jobs are posted. Due to the nature of our hiring, a job could be up there 1 hour and you look back and it's gone. So if you want to see a job as soon as it's posted so you can apply, you want to text City Philly to 77088. A tip, please create an account beforehand so you'll be ready to go so you can sign in and apply as soon as that job is posted. All right. Now, positions are posted very frequently, so please don't be discouraged if you don't see the site that you want or the shift that you want. Okay. Any difficulties applying or registering, you want to go to amazon.com/candidate support and they will help you. And please utilize your nearest career link if you require any further assistance with the hiring process. Okay. Thank you. And that's all for me.
Thank you so much, Andrea Wilkerson from Amazon. Listen, we're again, this is One Stop Job and Resource Hub. For those who are just tuning in, each and every month, the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office, specifically our Community Engagement Unit, we host the One Stop Job and Resource Hub, and we appreciate you being on. We've already heard from Lowe's and Network of Neighbors, Interim Healthcare, the Managing Director's Office, their Community Services Department, as well as Amazon. And there are a list of other employers and social service providers who will be presenting very soon. We've heard from Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner and community activist Bilal Qayyum, and we appreciate all the work that they do each and every day. We're going to ask that you continue to share this information and share this link so that others can join in as we continue to present. Our next presenter is Assistant District Attorney Jim Delafiore. He is the supervisor for our private criminal complaint unit here at the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office. So thank you so much, Jim, for being on, and your slides are up.
Great. Thank you very much, Lamar. Thanks for having me here today. Hello, everybody. Like Lamar said, my name is Jim Delafiore. I'm an assistant district attorney. I supervise the private criminal complaint unit here at the Philadelphia DA's office. I've been with the office for about 14 years, and I've been supervising private criminal complaints for about 3 years now. What is a private criminal complaint? In Philadelphia, should you unfortunately be the victim of a misdemeanor crime, unfortunately, and if you happen to know the person who committed the crime, perhaps it's a neighbor or a friend or somebody you know you had a falling out with. We're talking about misdemeanor crimes that are things like simple assaults or vandalism, which we call criminal mischief, or ongoing harassment and threats type situations. Police will usually refer you to come to the private criminal complaint unit. Contact us. We're located at 1425 Arch Street. Private criminal complaints, therefore, misdemeanors, like I said, that are where the person who committed the crime is a known doer. The crime occurs outside the presence of the police. The accused is known by the complainant. And this is important. The crime itself does not require any additional investigation by police or detectives. So we're talking about things like simple assault or vandalism that you eyewitnessed or you managed to capture on video, maybe by security camera, or a neighbor of yours witnessed the person doing it. So we aren't able to handle things that might involve complex economic crime kind of situations, things involving banking or contracts or things like that. Like the slide says, the complainant must know the first and last name of the accused and the accused's address. That's very important. The complainant must have called the police and made a police report about the incident. When you make a police report about the incident, the police will give you a number, and they call that a DC number. That is the number that corresponds with the police report. It's important because when we talk to you, we're going to ask you for the DC number so that we can go into the police computer system and pull the police report, bring it up online and print it out and take a look at it and see what the details say. You currently must contact us by phone or email, and our contact information is on the last slide, to get an appointment to be interviewed to apply for a private criminal complaint. We don't take walk-ins. We used to take walk-ins prior to the coronavirus, and we had walk-in traffic of about 4,000 to 5,000 people a year coming through the private criminal complaint unit. But because of coronavirus, when we reopened in July, we don't take walk-ins. You must contact us first by email or by phone, and then you'll be pretty much pre-interviewed by one of our staff people here. Will call you back or email you back, get in touch with you, talk to you about the situation, ask you what the police report number is, the DC number, pull the police report, see if everything looks good, make sure that you have the accused first and last name and their address so that you're good to go. You're okay to make an appointment to come in and apply for a private criminal complaint. We don't take walk-ins. That's very important. Next slide, please. Okay, and just to specify again, we handle misdemeanor crimes only, simple misdemeanors as I like to call them, things like simple assaults. We do handle bad checks provided the complainant has gone through certain steps to make sure that the bad checks fraud requirement is met per the statute in Pennsylvania. Situations involving ongoing harassment where maybe a cease and desist letter has been attempted or some kind of neighbor mediation has been attempted, but the situation just won't alleviate. We will look at harassment, private criminal complaints, criminal mischief, which is our term for vandalism. Somebody vandalizes your home, breaks a window in your home, your door, your car, things like that. Theft involving an amount less than $2,000. If it's $2,000 or more, that's a felony, and we'll refer you back to talk to detectives about that matter. But if it's less than $2,000, you can come to us. And terroristic threats, like we said, if it's an ongoing kind of situation that has been attempted, the complainant has tried to made some steps to try to resolve the situation without a criminal charge, we will look at a terroristic threats charge. We don't handle protection from abuse orders. Very often people will contact us wanting a PFA, protection from abuse orders. We don't do that. We will refer people over to the contact phone numbers over at family court for that. Restraining orders, similar to protection from abuse orders, we don't do those either. Landlord-tenant issues, we will refer people to landlord-tenant court. Felony offenses, things like involving, let's say, sex crimes or aggravated assault or economic crimes where the dollar amount is in excess of $2,000, making it a felony offense. We will refer those cases back to Philadelphia Police and the detective divisions to address so that the proper felony charges can be brought. We don't handle civil court issues, a lot of like contract disputes. We don't get into civil court issues, and we also don't address family court matters, things involving child custody, divorces, that kind of thing. We refer the people over to family court for those things. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is all of our very good contact information. When we reopened in July, we instituted a 24/7 hotline. So anybody can call the private criminal complaint unit and leave a voicemail. And all messages will be returned within 2 business days after the message is left. That number you see is 215-686-9848. We also have a public email address for anybody to contact us. Somebody from the private criminal complaint unit will respond to your email by phone or by email within 2 business days. That email address is da_pcc@phila.gov. Our regular business hours, phone lines are 215-686-9864 and 215-686-9863. And my personal information here at the DA's office, you can contact me directly if you have any questions. Again, it's Jim Delafiore. Direct line is 215-686-9881. The email is james. And the last name's tricky, DELLAFIORA@phila.gov. I saw Lamar smile at that. That last name's tricky. But anyway, I hope you guys. I hope nobody has to ever come and talk to us here at the private criminal complaint unit, because if you do have to come to us, it means you have a problem. But that's our contact info. We're here to help you. And Lamar, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim Delafiore. I get it
That's
right?
right.
All right,
Yes.
cool. Glad to have you on, and appreciate all the work that you do. Glad to have you as a colleague. Our next presenter is Jim Caldwell. from PHMC, Strive, which is the Workforce Institute, and Family Services. Jim Caldwell, always glad to have you on. Your slides are up.
Hey, how is everybody? Good afternoon. My name is Jim Caldwell, and I work with Public Health Management Corporation. PHMC is one of the largest nonprofit healthcare organizations in the region. In addition to that, we're a health institute that builds healthier communities through partnerships with government, foundation, businesses, and communities. Our mission is just to improve the health of the various communities that we work with. And I have the privilege and opportunity to work with dual programming. So I work with the workforce division, as well as family services. And in the workforce division, what I do is I actually help youth train for positions. So, and what I mean by that is that I actually help adults 18 and older with GED preparations. I provide paid internships. I do financial literacy. And when I talk about financial literacy, I'm talking about money, how to make it, how to spend it, how to save it, how to invest it. We talk about credit, how important credit is today. And a good credit score now, they're telling me, is 720 to about 800. I think that's a little bit high, but I'll go with that. So those are the things that we do on the workforce side. On the family services side, we have two programs that I'm involved with. One program really helps young parents connect the resources, be that counseling or getting cribs, car seats, diapers, formula, things of that nature. The other program that I'm involved with is Focus on Fathers. The Focus on Fathers team just won a 5-year grant. So we're in business for another 5 years. And what we do is we provide counseling to young men to become better husbands, better fathers, just better all around. Minimally, you should be 16 years of age. I do have contact information for the gentleman who runs that program, who is Larry Woody. And last but certainly not least, in the very near future, we will be providing a medical billing program. The contact person is Celestine Koger. And if you reach out to me, I'll be more than happy to provide you with her information. The start date for that program is October 15th, 2020. And we will also be starting a brand new E3 program for other individuals interested in earning their GED so that they can move forward. That particular date is to be announced. I know that it is sometime November of 2020. Again, my name is Jim Caldwell. My contact information is Jam Caldwell. My telephone number is 267-879-5734. Brother Stewart, I'd just like to thank you for always letting me come on and participate in this program. I just find it invaluable. And thank you again for the opportunity.
Thank you, Jim. And on behalf of Seth and Adriana and I, we appreciate your commitment to the work that we're doing here in the Community Engagement Unit. And we appreciate all the work that Strive is doing. So thank you, Mr. Caldwell. Our next presenter and employer is Romaine Jones-Wise, who represents My Independence at Home. Romaine, always glad to have you.
Great to see everyone. Thank you so much again for the opportunity to be on. This has become my new first Thursday of the month endeavor. I look forward to it. I am Romaine Jones-Wise, HR Director at My Independence at Home. We are a boutique home care agency based out of Philadelphia. We strive to give compassionate, quality, professional, reliable care. Currently, we are looking for caregivers, and that ranges from personal care attendants to home health aides, certified nursing assistants. We have varying schedules available. So if anyone is looking for day, evening, overnights, weekends, on call, we have all of that available. We also have room for new participants. So if you are looking to change agencies and want a different type of experience where you are family to us, I encourage you to contact the main number listed on the site. In addition to our home care positions, We also have a variety of administrative roles that are presently open. I am actually looking and interviewing for an HR associate right now. So if anyone is on the call that has some HR administrative experience looking for a new opportunity to join a very dynamic team, please let me know. We offer a variety of benefits and incentives. We have sign-on bonuses for our caregivers. We do referral bonuses. We have ongoing professional development and training. We will assist you with finding accredited schooling if you're looking to advance your home care career. Free PPE. We will make sure you stay safe during this pandemic. We offer gloves, hand sanitizers, face masks, and almost limitless supply. You run out, we will make sure it gets to you same day. A great work environment where you are supported and valued and appreciated and recognized for your hard work. If you go to our next slide, you'll see that we not only offer the tangible benefits, but the intangible. So a lot of home care agencies out here promise you the world and don't deliver. We are not that agency. We are the agency where you have open door access to everyone. You are able to communicate during the challenging times and the support that you need to be successful in the role. I encourage you to apply online with us. Our initial application takes less than 5 minutes to complete, and it is mobile friendly. You can see all of my contact information on the next slide. I am available to answer questions, find out if this is the right opportunity for you. If you have someone that you know that's in need of service, you can contact me as well, and I will point you in the direction of the proper colleague to talk to. But we are actively looking for great people who want to make an impact in the community and afford people the opportunity to remain in their homes, getting the care that they need and keeping the connections to their family and friends. On the next slide, call me, email me, text me, send up a smoke signal if you need to. Everything is done virtually. There's no reason to come into the office. I am accessible by phone, or email if you have any additional questions. Share the information with others. And I look forward to more success stories. We are now up to, I believe, 5 hires from the virtual hubs. So I know that there are great people on this call, and I look forward to connecting to those that are interested. Thank you again, Seth and G. Lamar. Always a pleasure, and I'll see you in November.
Thank you so much, and glad to hear about those outcomes. And let's talk more about how we can highlight some of those individuals who are hired at My Independence Home, and know that we're going to have you on every single month. So thank you for making sure that your calendar is blocked during this time.
Have a great one. Thank you.
Do the same. Our next employer and presenter is First Step Staffing. Everett Holloway is presenting today on behalf of First Steps. Glad to have you, Everett. You'll just need to unmute yourself. There you are.
Yep, I'm good. Thank you. And I appreciate being a part of this wonderful event. It's all about helping people, and that's what First Step Staffing is here to do. So I was kind of instructed to talk about one of our really hot jobs that we could probably use 150 people today if we had them to walk in the door to hire. And that's with one of our partners in Pitney Bowes. It's in Levittown, PA. We're looking to hire for 3 different shifts. First shift is 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. That shift pays $13.25 an hour. The second shift is 3 p.m. to 11, which pays $14.25 an hour. Third shift is the overnight shift. Excuse me. That shift is 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. and it pays $15.25 an hour. Like I said, there were a lot of openings. We're looking for a minimum of 150 people today. If I had them, we can put them to work immediately. So with this opportunity, it's a 5 to 6 workday week. Some weekends may be necessary, but the employer will work with that. The requirements for the job, you have a clear criminal background, no felonies. They will work with some misdemeanors, but those are on a case-by-case basis. And there's a drug screen that's involved, and that is sponsored by the employer as well. The restrictions about the job: no cell phone, no jewelry, no hoods or hats, plain pants, and that's pretty much it. We will provide transportation to get you to the opportunity. Our location, our address, for those that would like to apply, is 1952 East Allegheny, and we're on the 5th floor. We do provide transportation to this opportunity, so there's no excuse for saying you can't get there, you can't get the job, because we will help and make sure that you get there. And that's really our hot job that we just really desperately looking for people. My information is right there on the screen for those that are interested. I will also give my cell phone number, which is not on the screen, but I'll give it anyway. It's 215-450-1501. This is how bad we really want to help. I'm giving my cell phone number to make sure that we get some good people in this golden opportunity. And that's all I have. I really appreciate being a part of this event. This is something that the city of Philadelphia really, really needs. Now, hopefully people will see it, see the value in it, and take advantage and be a part of this great opportunity. Thank you, and I hope to be on in November. Take care, everyone.
Thank you, Everett. Please send my hellos to Jason. I appreciate all the work that you guys are doing over there at First Step Staff.
Yes, sir, we will.
Absolutely. Our next presenter is Delina Smith. I believe I'm saying that correct, from Philly OIC. Glad to have you on.
Thank you. It's Delina.
I'll get it right next time, I promise.
All right. So good. I'll be with you next time. So hello, everyone. My name is Delina Smith, and I am a program manager representing Philadelphia OIC. Philly OIC has been operating for over 50 years, providing tuition-free job training to individuals in our local community. The programs we offer are culinary, banking, guest service professional, and drone pilot certification. We also have a program called the SOAR program for our returning citizens. We have a HiSET program where you can get your GED as well. The program I'm going to introduce to you today is our Smart Energy Technical Training Program. Next slide, please. In partnership with Pico Energy, Solar States, and the Energy Coordinating Agency, we train students on how to install solar panels. They learn energy conservation practices, work site safety, and construction basics. Students also receive job placement assistance upon the completion of the program. This program runs for 8 weeks, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. We're on a hybrid schedule right now. The requirements are to have a high school diploma or GED, be able to lift at least 50 pounds, have the ability to climb an extension ladder, and pass a reading and math assessment. Students will receive a certificate of completion from Philadelphia OIC, a residential energy efficiency certificate from ECA, as well as an OSHA 10 certification. So some of the jobs that are available to our students after passing the course are entry-level solar installer, field service technician, solar sales representative, and maintenance tech. There are a lot of other jobs that our students will qualify for as they can use their transferable skills in the energy industry. Next slide, please. So to reach us, you can give me a call. This is my office number at 215-236-7700, extension 502. I have my email address here as well as our company website. So for those of you who are not working and maybe you just need some extra skills, we may be that place where you need to start in order to connect with the employers that you see today. So please check out our website. Our programs are tuition free, and I hope to hear from you all soon. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much, Ms. Smith, and glad for you. Thankful for you to join us today. Send our greetings to everyone at Philly OIC. As we continue, we're really excited that all of you are joining in today. And as you are tuning in, please share this information, share this link, share it with your friends, share it with your family. We've had many presenters, both employers and social service providers who have already presented to you. We've also had, of course, Philadelphia District Attorney-elect Krasner, as well as Bilal Qayyum, well-known Philadelphia activists in the community, sharing words of encouragement. This is One Stop Job and Resource Hub, our virtual platform. Of course, pre-COVID, we were in schools and rec centers, transforming those spaces into job and resource hubs, but we're now bringing this to you in a virtual space. And so today, we're also grateful to have one of Philadelphia's well-known pastor, my pastor, Reverend Dr. Alan E. Waller, who's on right now, and he's going to give a quick word to all those who are job seekers and resource seekers. Pastor Waller, glad to have you on.
Hey, man, thank you so much. And thank you for the work you're doing. To all who have joined this webinar. I want to thank God for this opportunity. And even though COVID-19 has us living in a completely different way, we know that we're coming out of this. And when we come out of this, we're going to need jobs. And if we're going to change the trajectory of what is happening in our community, it is not about something that is epidemic to who we are. It is about the social situation that we find ourselves in, poor education, not enough job opportunities. When you change your education and change job opportunities, we will change the social situation and send a word to Donald Trump that good things happen in Philadelphia. The reality is this is one of the good things that is happening in Philadelphia among the many good things that are happening. And so I just wanted to lend my voice. I bless God for all those that I see, many friends who are on here, who are making a difference from their discipline in the city. And so we join in support of this effort. And we look forward to seeing the wonderful people that are going to take advantage of this and change the trajectory of our city. I just heard a report that 7,500 New Yorkers have moved to Philadelphia between February and September of this year. The reason for that is everybody knows Philly is the place to be. But if you're going to be here, you're going to need to be able to afford to be here. And that is by getting one of these jobs. So we thank God for that. And we thank God for your future and what is going to take place. Pastor Stewart, thank you so much for allowing us to be a part.
Thank you, Pastor Waller, and thank you for all the work that you do for our city and for the kingdom.
Amen.
We're also grateful today, just before we can continue to our next presenter, we have with us City Council Member Jamie Gauthier, who has joined us. Councilmember, so grateful for you to be on and appreciate all the work that you're doing for the residents of West Philadelphia. If you could just share a few words of encouragement for those who are listening.
Great. Thank you so much, G. Lamar, and good afternoon, everyone. Again, my name is Councilmember Jamie Gauthier, and I represent the 3rd District, which includes large parts of West and Southwest Philadelphia. I'm really glad to be here today for the latest installment of the One Stop Job and Resource Hub. Thanks so much to the District Attorney's Office for hosting this event today and for inviting me to say a few words. To put it simply, Philadelphia is struggling. We were struggling before the pandemic hit, and now we're dealing with not just the virus, but the recession and the economic fallout that's come in its wake. Low-income communities and communities of color who are at higher risk of contracting the virus are also home to residents who are more likely to have lost their jobs during this crisis. And so it's critically important that our city government do everything in our power to offer Philadelphians the support they need to get back on their feet. And so I know that at today's event, you'll get the opportunity to hear from a variety of employers who are currently hiring, as well as social service organizations that are here to assist you with a wide range of issues that may be affecting you and your family, from housing to healthcare. There is still so much that we don't even know about the country's recovery from COVID and from the recession, but I'm grateful for the DA's office and for all of the presenters at today's event for everything they're doing to support our city's residents along the way. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy today's session.
Thank you, Councilmember, for taking time out of your schedule to be here with us today. Our next presenter is the City of Philadelphia's Office of Human Resources. Grateful today to have April and Candy presenting today. So your slides are up as we continue in the hub.
Good afternoon. I'm April Trammell with the Office of Human Resources, City of Philadelphia. I am specifically in hiring services. We're the ones who review your applications when you send them in. Next slide, please. Okay, so first of all, as the slide says, we have over 25,000 opportunities in 1,000 different job categories. We are actively hiring throughout the city. Available positions are posted to our website every few weeks. You can take a moment to review, what we have currently. These are just the positions that are open to everyone. We also have positions, obviously that are just for City of Philadelphia employees, but these positions are open for everyone. So when you peruse the website, make sure you select the positions that you are able to apply to. If you see something that interests you and you believe you're qualified for it, the website is very user-friendly. But if you do have any questions, there are numbers on the postings, and you can call someone like me or someone in our customer service department, and they'll be happy to walk you through the process. Next slide, please. Again, here are my contact information. I do want to put out there that we do review every application that comes in, and you will receive a disposition. We'll let you know that you're approved and it's moving on to the next step, or we will let you know why you received a disapproval. Oftentimes people will email us and inquire. They need more information regarding why they were disapproved, and we welcome that because it's actually sort of a development process, and we can help you to apply to what you may be qualified for. We also invite you to peruse our website to see if there's some jobs out there that have not been announced. So you can fill out a job interest card, and if you see a job that you're interested that has not been announced, and then once that job is announced, you will receive an email so you can go ahead and submit your application. Again, we encourage you vehemently to check back every couple of weeks to see what we have, because we are actively hiring and the positions are vital. I think that's all I have. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and I look forward to seeing some of you apply.
Thank you so much, April, and please send our greetings to both Candy and my good friend, Valerie Hosendorf, and thank them for all they do. And of course, thank you for all you do for the City of Philadelphia.
I absolutely will. That's my manager and my manager's boss. So I will certainly do that for you.
Certainly. Our next presenter is Philly Coalition Against Hunger. We have Katie on today. Glad to have you on, Kate.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. My name is Katie Milholland, and I am the community educator at the Greater Philadelphia Coalition Against Hunger. And I am going to be going through some of the resources that we have that can help connect people to the food that they need to lead healthy lives. You can jump on over to the next slide. So the resources that we provide fit into 3 buckets, and those are the orange circles at the top. So the first bucket is immediate relief. If you are looking for that immediate connection to a food pantry or a soup kitchen, somewhere that you can go and eat a meal there, or you leave with food, we help connect our clients to food pantries through the use of several food pantry maps. So we help find a food pantry that's close to you, that's open on the day that you need it. And we make sure that we get you all of the important information so that you can show up and be served. Now, we know that not everybody has access to a computer or is comfortable navigating the internet in that way, so we also provide that service via our hotline. If you call our hotline, a staff member or volunteer will be able to connect you to a food pantry over the phone. You skip all of the technology, you just get the information you need, and you go to that food pantry or soup kitchen. The second bucket is short-term relief, and for us, that is SNAP or food stamp enrollment. Now, SNAP or food stamps is a great resource, but the application process can be pretty confusing and pretty frustrating. And we try to cut down on all of that and assist all of our clients get connected to SNAP benefits by doing over-the-phone SNAP applications. If you call our hotline, you are going to be connected with a SNAP counselor. someone who does hundreds of applications a month and can answer any question that you would have about your personal situation. You complete that application over the phone with them, electronically sign it, and send it in. And we don't stop there. The last service we offer is case management and follow-up. If something goes wrong with your SNAP benefits, we will help you connect that problem and advocate on your behalf if necessary to make sure that you are connected to the benefits you deserve and need. And then finally, the last bucket is long-term relief. And for us, that is our policy and advocacy work. It is really imperative that we advocate not only for the expansion of anti-hunger programs such as SNAP, but also that we are doing work to address the root causes of hunger. And the two ways that you can help in that situation are, number one, you can sign up for our advocacy alerts. When something happens, when there is an advocacy ask at the local, state, or federal level, we are going to send you an email. We are going to let you know what's going on. And most importantly, we will give you an action item so that you can actually make a difference. And then also we send out weekly COVID-19 response emails. Every Friday, we send an email to all of our clients and we let you know what has changed. There are so many changes because of COVID with anti-hunger programs, with SNAP, with available resources. And we are the expert. We keep you up to date and we give you the information so that you can be connected to the resources available to you. If we can go on over to the last slide, I will let you know how to contact us. So the number right there, 215-430-0556, that is our hotline number. You call that number for SNAP and for that food pantry connection. So the same number for both services. That's a great sort of catch-all resource. The food pantry maps that we are recommending people visit are located at phila.gov/food and then also www.communityresourceconnects.org. But as a reminder, you can always give us a call if you don't want to go through the process of navigating those websites. And then finally, you can sign up for our advocacy alerts or our weekly update emails at our website, which is www.hungercoalition.org. That's all I have today. Thank you again so much for having me on.
Thank you so much, and great to have you on as always. Our next presenter today is the School District of Philadelphia. Glad to have Danielle Floyd with us today. Danielle, good to see you.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for having me. And thanks for the opportunity to participate. Really excited to be here. So good afternoon, everyone. I am Danielle Floyd. I'm the Interim General Manager for the Department of Transportation Services for the School District of Philadelphia. Next slide. So for those of you who may not be aware, the district is the 8th largest public school district in the United States. We educate over 125 students in grades pre-K through 12. And many of you may be aware that as a district, we made the decision to start the year completely virtual. However, I am one of several departments that are looking to hire talented individuals seeking opportunities to provide service to our children. My department in particular is responsible for transporting all eligible students to school on time and in a safe and effective manner. And we actually service over 550 schools in Philadelphia and the surrounding 5 counties, providing bus, van, and sedan services to over 40,000 students. So this makes our need to fill vacancies that much more critical. Right now, we are actively recruiting and planning to hire 60 part-time bus drivers and 30 full-time bus attendants. Right now, for our bus drivers, the position is a minimum of 4 hours each day, with the opportunity to earn additional money during summer work, providing athletic trips should they be allowed again, as well as field trips. There are specific requirements for each of the positions, and I've included links to them in the slides included in this presentation. But just generally speaking, you will need to complete a child abuse and background check, as well as for our bus driver candidates, be screened for drugs and alcohol. For those interested in becoming a bus driver, we offer a week-long class to prepare you to sit for your commercial driver's license test, your CDL. And our instructors also will provide you with one-on-one tutoring and personalized instruction on school bus operation. From start to finish, to become a bus driver with us, it will take approximately 3 months. So if you apply today, pass all of the exams, you would be assigned to be transporting our students towards the end of January. Our bus attendants are required to take an online aptitude test in addition to completing the required background clearances I've mentioned as well. A few other things to note, both of our positions, the positions that I'm speaking about today, are bus chauffeur and bus attendant. Both positions are represented by SEIU 32BJ. We just ratified a new 2-year contract with them. And so as part of that agreement, we're able to increase the starting salary and wages for those who are joining as part of that union. If you are hired, you would receive a full benefits package, including health, dental, and vision. Our employees also receive paid time off and accrue vacation time. And our talent office will actually pay for the cost for you to complete all of your background clearances. And then finally, certainly because we are not only transporting precious cargo, but wanting to make sure that we do that in a safe manner, all of the personal protective equipment is provided at no cost to you. Finally, throughout the month of October, next slide, we will be hosting a series of live information sessions virtually to share more information about the hiring process and the job requirements. And during those sessions, you also have an opportunity to meet some of our current bus drivers and attendants to be able to ask them questions about their experience and I think the realities of the position and the position. The registration links are provided as well in the slides. We have for our bus driver position 3 live sessions at 10 a.m. on Tuesday, October 6th, Tuesday, October 13th, and Tuesday, October 20th. We do ask that you register in advance for those sessions. And I've also included the names and email addresses of the members of my team, as well as our partners in the Office of Talent, who are ready, willing, and able to assist you through this process. So please spread the word. We are hiring, I think you've heard as many people have said also, like yesterday. And I think that if you enjoy driving, if you enjoy working with children, this is a way to make a difference. So any assistance that you can provide in spreading the word to friends and families and those in your networks, or if you're interested yourself, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We look forward to welcoming you to our team. Thanks again.
Thank you so much, Danielle, for being on, and appreciate all the work that you and Hania and everyone else is doing over at the school district. Our next presenter today is from the Philadelphia Corporation for the Aging, Mr. Roger Moore. Good to see you again 2 days in a row. Great to see you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for presenting.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it. The main thing I will provide for you today is our PCA helpline number, and that's 215-765-9040. The PCA helpline operates from 8:30 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Callers can obtain information about programs and services for Philadelphians who are 60 and older or who have disabilities. These programs include housing repairs, care at home, senior community centers, employment, and volunteer opportunities, health insurance counseling, protective services, and transportation. The PCA helpline offers English and Spanish options. PCA contracts with a telephone-based language interpreter services that allow communications in more than 140 languages. Anyone can report suspected abuse of an elder 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by calling 215-765-9040. and an 888-482-9060 toll free outside Philadelphia. And PCA also is offering employment opportunities. Please go to the PCA website. That's pcacares.org. And that is my information there, that you can contact me at any time at PCA. My number is not there, but the phone number for me to contact myself is 215-765-9000, extension 5341. And you can call me and I can assist you if you're not sure about something. If you call a helpline and you don't get through to them, please feel free to contact me by email or by phone. Thank you very much, and I really appreciate the opportunity today.
Thank you, Roger. Our next presenter is from the Nationality Service Center. Bana, so glad to have you on.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. My name is Bana Gabre, and I'm the coordinator for the Employment Readiness and Placement Program, also known as ERP. We are a free employment program for refugees and immigrants, and we are part of the nonprofit Nationality Service Center. Next slide, please. So in order to be eligible for the program, you must be working or ready and willing to work. You must have received one of the following immigration statuses within the last 5 years. So that is refugee, asylee, SIV, certified victim of trafficking, Cuban or Haitian entrant, or Ameri-Asian. Permanent residents are also eligible as long as they've received one of these statuses within the last 5 years. Next slide. So as a part of the program, we offer job placements and upgrades. We have a team of job developers with employer relationships across the city and in various industries to help our clients find new or better jobs. We also have a career coach on staff to meet with people to create personalized plans to achieve long-term professional goals. Also, every client receives case management to address any additional barriers to employment and to receive referrals to a number of services such as healthcare, public benefits, and childcare. And finally, we also have in-house English classes and digital literacy courses, as well as professional development workshops and courses. And once again, all these services are free. So if you or anyone you know might be interested in the ERP program, I've listed my contact information below. My email is bgabre@nscphila.org. You may also call me if you have any additional questions. Once we get someone's information, we schedule an intake with the case manager, and then they get connected with a job developer right away. Thank you so much for having me. This is the first time I've been here, and this is a really great event. And I really hope to hear from one of the people who attended.
Bana, thank you for your presentation. It's the first, but it won't be the last. So mark your calendar for the first Thursday of November. We thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
Our next presenter is Karen Hassett from Clarify. Karen, great to have you on again. Good to see you always.
There, now you can see me. Thank you very much, G. Lamar, and thank you, Seth, for having me. So I'm Karen Hassett, and I'm with Clarify, and Clarify is a financial counseling agency in Philadelphia and the surrounding counties. Our mission is to create hope by helping individuals identify and secure their most important assets. And in fact, in the over 50 years being in business, we've helped over 750,000 individuals and families. And just in the last year alone, in 2019, over 10,000 families came through our doors back when we could do that. Counseling and education, we helped 1,300 families establish emergency savings. We helped over 600 families avoid foreclosures, and 1,300 families individuals increase their credit score by at least 35 points. And 31 individuals in 2019 purchased a new home, and they participated in our homeownership education programs and counseling. So next slide, please. So who are we? Well, we're a nonprofit organization. As I said, we've been in business since 1966. We operate in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware. What we do is we offer one-on-one counseling appointments, and during those appointments, our counselors will take a deep dive into your financial life, your budget, your credit score. What are your goals? What are you looking to do in your financial life, and help you work out an action plan that you can follow, and they will keep tabs on you to make sure you are following it. We also do financial wellness workshops. At the next, don't move the slides, but the next slide will have our website, and you can actually see we're offering more and more workshops to our community. And one of the things that I especially love, we also offer a boot camp program. It's a 6-month program. It combines counseling, education, and also it gives you a coach, a coach for 6 months that will help you navigate your financial needs and help you with your goals, help you overcome obstacles, and any, and help you figure out if you need to readjust. And they're kind of like an accountability coach. And all of this, our financial counseling, our webinars, and boot camp, it is all free in our community. So I think that's a really great service. We also administer some programs in the Philadelphia area, our family self-sufficiency program, and that's really designed to decrease dependence on public assistance while increasing assets, AKA savings. And our Restore, Repair, Renew program that we partner with in Philadelphia with the city. And the goal is to help individuals keep their homes healthy and safe. And it's a low interest loan, and it's just a really great program. And again, that's combined with counseling, as well as we actually have somebody come out, assess your home, and talk you through what you need to do to fix it. And they'll also help you with, advise you on how to talk to contractors. And then, so just the next slide. So how do you get a hold of us? If you could go to the next slide. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I'm on the next slide. So anyway, how do you get a hold of us? You can use this 800 number. We are all virtual and will be at least through the end of the year. It's 800-989-2227. You can also, if you want to set up an appointment online, you can actually go to myclarify.org, and you'll have to set up an account, but that'll allow you to do virtually set up an appointment virtually. And what our counselors will do, they'll help you with budgeting, they'll help you with your credit, they'll help you work on getting your credit score up so that you can get that 720 to 800. Also, they'll help you manage your debt and give you resources to help you get through this, especially through these uncertain financial times. So again, it's all of our resources are at no cost, they're free, and just reach out to us and set up an appointment. Thank you so much.
Thank you always, Karen, for being on. Listen, if you just tuned in, this is One Stop Job and Resource Hub. It's a virtual job and resource hub. We're going to ask that you would just share this link with your family, with your friends, on your social media platforms as we try to connect employers and social service providers to those who need it most. We thank you for your patience as we had a litany of presenters share information about jobs and resources that they have available for the community. And so we hope that this information is helpful to you. If you want to learn more about our future One Stops, please follow the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office social media platforms on Twitter, on Facebook, and on IG at PhilaDAO. That's PHILADAO to learn more about one-stop events that happen in the future. We do these events every first Thursday of the month from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. right here on Zoom. So we look forward to engaging with you more. Well, let's get right back into it. We have another presenter from Veterans Multi-Service Center, Joe and Frank. Glad to have you both on.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you again, Mr. Stewart, for having us on and for everyone presenting. I think it says a lot about everyone's character, during this time of crisis, all coming together and, trading the resources that we have and working together. So I'm really proud of it and proud to be a part of it. So thank you, sir. We're looking forward to presenting.
Thank you. And Army Strong, by the way.
Oh, okay. This is Navy House. Sorry.
You may be outnumbered today because I think
Yeah.
Sergeant Bethia is coming up pretty soon.
I see that. We are outnumbered, but thank you.
Can we not fight the people, please?
We can. Once again, that's my employment specialist, Joe. So I'll just take a minute just to introduce ourselves. I'm Frank Bilbao, Program Director for the Homeless Veterans Reintegration Program at the Veterans Multi-Service Center. We're located in Old City. We're directly underneath the Ben Franklin Bridge on the corner of 4th and Florist. We've been there since 1980. And Joe and I, like I said, our employment specialist has the privilege of handling the Homeless Veterans Reintegration Program, which simply put is a employment assistance program for veterans who are homeless, are facing hardships, and are veterans, and that's great. Perfect. Next slide, hit right on the top. To qualify for our services, you must be a veteran with 1 day of active duty service. If you were in the National Guard or Reserves, but if you were called up even for 1 day, that does count as far as active duty service. You must live in the Philadelphia County. Unfortunately, at this time, we can only serve residents of Philadelphia County. Number 3, you have to be homeless or at immediate risk of being homeless. So if you're facing eviction, unfortunately, we have so limited resources at this time helping everyone that it is a priority that you are facing eviction or homeless at the time. And we take all discharges except dishonorable discharges. So we can basically help a wide variety of veterans, especially in the Philadelphia area. Next slide, please. So what services that we offer for our veterans. So once you're enrolled in the program, we go over eligibility, and from there, you would be assigned a case manager. From there, we work on resume building, the skills training, which hopefully leads to job placement. So you do get one-on-one case management. We do provide transportation vouchers, basically transpasses to and forth job interviews, and after you securely secured a job, we'll even help you till you get your first couple of checks and get you on your feet. We can also provide clothing assistance. We can actually order the clothing right on your behalf, have the clothes and supplies. And this includes work tools. We can have that directly sent to the center. You can pick it up. This is all free, all part of the services if you qualify. Third, and we have it here, is also we offer training programs as well, going back to the skills training. So we do offer forklift and serve safe trainings and any type of training. If you're really serious about finding a job and you have a training that we don't offer, but if you're really, like I said, if you're interested and the motivation's there, we'd love to help. We'd love to be creative. So if you bring trainings to us, we can try our best to find a way to pay for those trainings to get you job ready. And other programs we offer at the center itself is a housing program. So if you are facing eviction or homeless, we can help you get into our housing program. That's either through HUD-VASH, through the federal government. We do have HUD-VASH case managers on site at 4th Street. We also do have the SSVF program for housing as well, and that's for veterans who don't meet quite the criteria for HUD-VASH, but it's similar to our program: 1 day of active duty service, facing eviction or homeless. So our top priority is those facing immediate need and in crisis. And we can help you connect you for referrals for those services there, as well as we have VSOs on site, which is veteran service officers, and they can help assist you with filing your VA claims and benefits. That's a big service we provide. A lot of veterans come in, want to see what benefits they're entitled to, especially with dealing with the VA. It can be quite a maze to navigate through. So we do have VSOs on site, especially to get you started with a claim or just to help you manage the status of the claim. We will help you see it from beginning to end, but if you're in the middle of the claim, we can definitely assist you as well. Basically, that's what we offer. If you're a veteran, definitely check us out. We have tons of services. Since we normally obviously pre-COVID, we were a day shelter, but we are still handing out breakfast and lunch between the hours of 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So if you need food, anything immediate assistance, housing assistance, we try to get you working with the case manager as soon as possible. So that way housing and employment is all handled under one roof. All programs work together. So even though you might be assigned different case managers, which can be intimidating, we do all work together and collaborate. So that's our pitch. We would love to help you. That's our job, to help you. Come check us out. If you're a veteran or if you know a veteran, thank you for your service, and please, check us out, and we can definitely help you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate your presentation. Our next presenter is from BB&T Now Trust. I believe I'm saying this right. Say, I saying that correct? You're up next. And Tamika Bryant from BB&T Now Trust. Please unmute yourself. There you are. Can you hear us? All right, we're going to go to our next
Hey,
presenter.
are you here? I'm here.
Okay, great. Glad to have you.
Good afternoon. I'm not sure what happened to my partner though. Shay, are you out there? Okay, well, I'll just go ahead and get started. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tamika Bryant, and I am a branch leader for BB&T Now Truist Bank, which is a merger of BB&T and SunTrust Bank. My partner, Shay Olagunjo, who is a financial wellness consultant, works with me in conjunction with me at BB&T Now Truist Bank. Shay, I see you now. Yes, so if you could take me to the next slide, please. He seems to be having technical difficulties. So at BB&T, obviously we're a bank, and so it's a little bit more of a specialized industry. But one of the things that we're proud about working for the organization we work for is that the way that we go to market is very much steeped in our purpose, mission, and value. So our main purpose is to inspire and build better lives and communities. So we're so excited that you allowed us to be a part of One Stop. We were a part of the last one before we had to take the whole world virtual. And certainly, so it's an exciting thing to be able to connect with this many people and to get the word out about what is available for all of us. So being a part of a tradition of excellence, at BB&T, we decided that we wanted to kind of be a leader in the industry when it came to entry-level jobs. So we changed and started paying our tellers $18 an hour. And coming into the bank at that level, you really only need, some prior cash handling experience, maybe some retail. I came out of retail into the banking industry, and the skill set translates. We have a very robust training program, and we'll give you the job tools that you need to succeed. We didn't put any specific jobs up because the way that we do things is you really need to go online to bbt.com/careers, punch in your zip code and look for what's available and in the radius in which you are willing to travel. And then you'll be able to see what jobs are available. We have things from, different areas of interest, right? If you wanted to be in what we call the retail community bank, we look for tellers and what we call branch bankers, which are the people who sit at the desk and help you with your financial needs. Tellers obviously take the transactions. We are looking for mortgage professionals, insurance professionals. So really, we have opportunity in just about every area of the banking industry. And if you could go to the next slide. And so if you're interested in employment opportunities with BB&T, you can use your smartphone or tablet, you can use your computer at home or the public library. And it's really very easy. You just go to bbt.com/careers, and then you'll just be able to search. You can search by city or zip code and really get an understanding of what's available near where you are. Shay, are you able to hear us and join us now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And you can go to the next slide and Shay will continue. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Tamika. Thank you so much, Tamika. Thank you all participants I want to thank Lamar and Seth again for having us here with you guys this evening, I guess. One of the things we're able to do for those who are looking for employment is also provide them with financial wellness. We do that by providing free employee benefits, helping people that are entering into the workforce with free accounts they can access with benefits that can really help them manage their funds, as well as help them to really be able to have that financial peace in their lives, and to be able to continue to grow in as such. And so to do that, we do have people can definitely scan the you can scan this if you have your phones. You can scan the screen if you're able to do that. If not, all you need to do is actually just go to our website, bbt.com/@work-wellness, @work, work wellness. And I think Tamika probably can put that in the chat for me. And then all you need is the code 139950, 139950. And then that's an important number for you to be able to access those benefits. And those benefits include everything from being able to get access to financial modules online to help you to continue to learn more about your finances. It also gives you access to an opportunity to set up one-on-one consultation online or in person. We also give you access to our world-class app that allows you to integrate all your accounts on one platform. And then also gives you that ability to also save on whatever you spend as well by a cash back program. This is a part of what we offer to our employees, as well as those who just want to take advantage of our financial wellness platform. And so those are some benefits that we provide for those who are just in the workplace looking for more opportunities and benefits to improve their lives. So I want to go to the last slide. Thank you. And here's our contact information. You see Tamika's information there. Tamika is a cluster branch leader for Glenside and Huntington Valley, but she also covers and has deep roots into Philadelphia as well. We do have branches all over Philadelphia, surrounding counties, Bucks, Montgomery County, all the way to the edge of Delaware. We have branches in South Jersey. So we're all over the place, and you could definitely find us. But if you do need to contact, you can contact us directly here. As you could see, Tamika's email, tbryant@bbnt.com, and her number is 215-649-0877. I repeat the number, 215-649-0877. And for those who need help around finances, financial wellness, I'm the financial wellness consultant that covers Philadelphia, Bucks and Montgomery County, and parts of South Jersey. I sit out of Jenkintown. My email is oolagunju@bbnt.com. My number is area code 562-225-4828. Thank you so much again for your time. We hope to continue to be part of this and really make a difference in the city of Philadelphia.
Thank you both very much for the work that you do, and thank you for presenting here today on behalf of BNT Now Trust. Thank you all again, those who are viewing and those who are job seekers, resource seekers, those who are looking to connect with trauma care professionals and victim service agencies. Thank you for being on this one-stop job and resource hub. Every first Thursday of the month, we bring this hub to communities across the city of Philadelphia. And this is a part of our anti-violence prevention strategy here at the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office. My name is G. Lamar Stewart. I'm the Chief of Community Engagement, and on behalf of Larry Krasner and our community engagement team, my staff, Seth Myers, as well as Andriana Bearfield, we truly appreciate you tuning in. We have today with us one of Philadelphia's very trusted activists and social influencers doing a lot of work around anti-violence and violence prevention. He goes by B. McFly. His name is Brandon Chastain. You've probably seen him all over social media. And Brandon, glad to have you on today. Please share a few words with the audience.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, man.
Oh yeah, I just want to. All right, so thank you for everything that you do, that you've been doing since the day I met you, and thank you for allowing me to be on, and just to give my strength and hope to everybody that's seeking a job, that want to stop the violence in the city of Philadelphia. It's imperative that we work side by side and we work together because it's the strength is in numbers. And it's no big U's, little I's. There's no right or wrong method into doing what's right. We just got to stick together and believe and trust in one another to make this thing work. October, you said October is the first Thursday of each month where you guys do this.
Absolutely.
Right. This is breast cancer awareness month as well, man. So let's just keep in mind, man, that we got to keep fighting the fight for everything, whether it's cancer, whether it's stopping the violence, seeking jobs, what I mean? Because the unemployment rate has went up tremendously. So, man, I just want to say thank you, man. And I encourage everybody, man, keep fighting, man, and keep trying to figure out what it is that you like to do, man, so you can better yourself and better your career.
Thank you, B. McFly. Where can people follow you on social media, brother? Because you have a strong message.
Yeah, so on social media, on Instagram is B dot, not the word dot, but B period MCFLY underscore. So that's B dot MCFLY underscore. And you can just follow me on Brandon Chesting on the rest of the social medias.
Appreciate all the work you do, man.
I appreciate you even more.
All right, sir. Our next presenter today is from the Pennsylvania Army National Guard, Jamie Bethia, or Sergeant Bethia. Glad to have you on today, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Folks, before I get started, let me just say this. When you think of the military, of course, you have this idea of what we do, all right? We're not Call of Duty. We're not Black Hawk Down, all right? We are a technological organization right on the pinnacle and the edge, all right? We're studious, and most importantly, we are ready to serve. So, with that being said, good evening, Philadelphia. My name is Sergeant Bethia, and I am the most electrifying recruiting and retention NCO for the Pennsylvania Army National Guard. A couple fun facts about me is through my military service, I have been to all 7 continents, including Antarctica, and you could not pay me enough to go back because that cold is unlike anything I've ever experienced. I'm also the National Guard head of talent acquisition for Task Force Dragon, which is the premier Army ROTC program in Pennsylvania. All right. A little bit about what we do and how the National Guard can benefit you. We have over 200 jobs you can pick from. All right. Like I said, it's not Call of Duty. It's not what you think. We are a very sophisticated organization. All right. And a lot of the jobs that we have, not only do we pay you to learn them, but you also have a lot of reciprocity in the civilian world. So we can train you to have a lot of skills such as electrician, just anything you could possibly think of, we can help you with that. In terms of education, that's probably one thing that I love about the National Guard personally. You can earn up to extra $1,000 a month just by being enrolled in school. And if you are going to or planning to go to any state college or university, so that's anything from CCP, Bucks County Community College, all the way up to, Shippensburg University, Kutztown, Westchester, we will pay 100% of your tuition to go to those schools. All right. If you're looking for a venture, we got that as well. Like I told you, I've been all over the world. I know that there are National Guard units deploying on peacekeeping missions right now, all over. I think we have one coming up in Egypt very soon. It's very exciting for those who haven't been back to the motherland. You could have that. We could pay for it. You go, and it'll be a good time. In terms of money, if you qualify, you can get a $20,000 bonus. And there's also a lot of other things that you can make if you're looking for money in the National Guard. It's a great way to supplement your income because we are a part-time service. All right, your commitment with us is 2 days a month and 2 weeks in the summer. So you can still go on and do whatever it is that you want to do. There are a lot of other awesome job opportunities in this panel. So you could combine not only your National Guard service with one of these great jobs or another job that you might find. Also, if you're looking for service, some people just have that desire and that penchant on their heart to do something for their community. Something I love about the National Guard is that I'm here. I'm North Philadelphian, and I get to be in Philadelphia, right? I work at Drexel University. My niece just graduated from here. I plan on my daughter going to St. Joe's University, which is another school that I work with. I love the fact that I get to not only serve my country, but I get to serve my state and my direct community. So if you're interested in learning more, all of my information is up on the screen right now. You can also follow me on the Instagrams at Big Sarge Bethea if you're ever looking for me there. I can't wait to hear from you. G. Lamar and Seth, thank you so much for having me. And I'll see you in the next one.
Appreciate it, Sarge. Appreciate all that you do, bro. Our next presenter is Police Officer David Burns, Philadelphia Police Department Recruiting Unit. Glad to have you on.
Thanks, G. Thanks, Seth Myers. I appreciate you guys having me participate. So I'm one of the recruiters. My name is Officer Burns. I'm one of the recruiters with the Philadelphia Police Department. So we have something set up now with the city's HR department where we will start announcing recruitment drives every other month. We just closed out one yesterday for the month of September. We're going to start another recruitment drive for the month of November. So starting November 1st through the November 30th will be our next recruitment drive. Right now, the requirements to be a Philadelphia police officer are a high school diploma or equivalent, to be at least 22 years of age and a U.S. citizen. There is no age cap for the police department. Ideally, I tell people, younger people, the ideal age to apply is 21, because what happens is it takes about 6 months for us to contact you anyway. And then it still takes a few months to get through the process, but your application is technically good for 2 years. So we would just delay your process until you turn 22 and put you into an academy class. So typically what happens is you apply online. A few months after you apply, the city's HR department will give you a ranking and a score. About 6 months after you apply, we contact you to take a Nelson Denny reading comprehension test and a physical agility test. The reading test is one and done. So you do just need a passing score. And then the physical agility test, there's 4 components for the fitness. There's a 300-meter sprint, bench press, sit-ups, and then a 1.5 mile run. We would give you up to 3 tries to pass that. So if you're unsuccessful in the first attempt, we'll bring you back in a few weeks to retake the second portion and then the third if you need. Once you pass the physical agility portion, you still got to get through the background part of the process. That entails an interview with a background investigator. We'll give you, it's called a personal data questionnaire booklet that you would have to have filled out for the interview, and then a list of documents from an interview checklist. Fortunately, we don't ask for a resume because everything we get from you is documented in the book and then documents provided for the interview. You'll get fingerprinted, photographed. You will meet with an investigator. If everything checks out well, you'll start processing through our process. There's medical, there's polygraph, there's a psychological test you take on a computer, and then lastly, there's a one-on-one interview with a psychologist. Generally, we offer an academy class every 3 months. The next one, because of COVID, is anticipated to go in sometime in March. But typically, a class goes in every 3 months after that. The academy is paid. The starting salary right now for the Philadelphia Police Department is $56,000 and some change. The day you start our academy, you have full free medical benefits. Right now, the academy is 9 months. It's Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. You don't stay at our facility. You would just commute back and forth every day. Once you graduate the police academy, you would go into one of the 21 police districts. The only one you would not go into is the one that you work in. That's the only guaranteed one that you wouldn't be assigned. After a year being a police officer, you're eligible to take promotional tests for detective or corporal, and that's a 10% increase in pay. And then after 2 years, you're eligible to take a promotional test for sergeant, and that's a 14% increase in pay. And then every year after that, you're eligible for the next promotional rank. Some of the benefits are we offer partial tuition reimbursement. So just for graduating the police academy, it's considered an accredited institution. There's schools here locally that will give you up to 51 credits towards your bachelor's to go back to school. And then the city offers partial tuition reimbursement. So they'll actually help pay for you to go back to school. So there's some incentives. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we want you guys to apply. Just to have a high school diploma or equivalent, your starting salary just to go through training is $56,000 and some change. So again, ideally, if there's any more questions that anyone may have, you can give us a call at 215-683-COPS. You can email me directly at david.d.burns@phila.gov, or we have 2 social media platforms that I specifically monitor. We have Instagram and Twitter. Both of them we utilize the at PPD Recruiting. So if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, and we'd love to see you join us.
Officer Burns, appreciate you, brother. Please send our greetings to Captain McCoy, and tell my good friend Clarence Manson I said hello.
Absolutely.
All right, sir. Our next presenter is Philadelphia Inquirer. I think Ivan Sample is on today presenting for the Philadelphia Inquirer.
Yes, thank you for having me this afternoon. Hi, my name is Ivan Sample, People and Culture Manager at the Philadelphia Inquirer. You may have heard of us before. We are the third oldest continuous operating daily newspaper in the country and the largest for-profit U.S. newspaper organized under a nonprofit ownership. We've been around for 191 years and with more years to come. We are an iconic organization with 23 Pulitzer Prizes, with our newsroom located in Center City, Philadelphia, and our printing plant in Conshohocken. We are a public benefit corporation providing essential news and information for the Philadelphia region and beyond. Working at the Inquirer opens up an incredible opportunity to grow beside and learn from the highly accomplished team that's responsible for keeping its legacy and local journalism alive. We are both digital and print and investing heavily in our digital future. What is really cool about working at the Philadelphia Inquirer is that there is a certain passion that is shared across the entire organization, uniting all of the many people it takes to bring the news to the page, screen, and beyond. It's a chance to invent, imagine, and build completely new digital products, platforms, and visual methods of storytelling. Being a part of an organization where everyone, no matter what role you play at the company, is driven by the same mission, which is to get our journalism out to the people of Philadelphia in a way that they want to receive it, just as cool as unique an experience. We have a few journalism openings in our newsroom, so I won't get into those today. So I will share a little more in detail about the 4 opportunities we have posted now. But if these are not a perfect fit for you right now, and you are interested in being a part of the Philadelphia Inquirer team, I recommend going out to our careers page, which is inquirer.com/careers, and applying to our general application. This will allow us to keep your resume on file for future opportunities. One such role is our route sales driver. The responsibility of our route sales drivers is to deliver our publication printed that day. Our drivers ensure that our products are properly placed and merchandised in stores and that the prior day's papers are retrieved and returned for credit. This person will drive one of our newspaper vans to our customers that buy our paper in bulk for light convenience stores, etc., and it's a part-time position. Another position that we have available is a newspaper carrier. Our printing and distribution is a fast-paced operation and is open 24 hours, 7 days a week. Contractors in this role play an integral part in the operation as frontline contractors. The newspaper carrier will support the distribution of newspapers to home delivery subscribers. This is a part-time independent contractor position where you own the same route every day, and it's very early morning for about 1 to 3 hours, depending on the size of the route you have. There's a ton of room for growth if you prove yourself to be reliable and hardworking, and you must own your own car for this role. Another such position we have is a part-time delivery assistant. The delivery assistant will support the distribution of newspapers to home delivery subscribers. This position will also assist in warehouse setup duties and orientation of new carriers. In addition, the candidate should be customer service oriented, able to work in a team environment, and be self-motivated. And lastly, our customer service representative part-time remote position. The Philadelphia Inquirer is looking for customer service representatives to provide exceptional customer service to subscribers and non-subscribers via inbound telephone and email inquiries. Some of our responsibilities include research, respond, and resolve various subscribers' inquiries regarding subscription, delivery, billing, and access to digital products via computer, laptop, tablet, and mobile device. This is also a part-time union position working 24 hours per week with varying hours and is a great opportunity for college-age students. School schedules are taken into consideration. As I mentioned earlier, if none of these opportunities are a fit, but you still want to be part of the team, head to inquirer.com/careers and apply to our general application. If you have any questions, please feel free to email careers@inquirer.com. Thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Sample. Glad to have you a part of today's conversation. And thank you for your presentation. Well, listen, we're almost to the end, and thank you all for staying on. We have a couple of more presentations to go. And again, this is the one-stop job and resource hub hosted every month by the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office. And so we're really excited that you decided to participate today and be a part of this. every first Thursday of the month, we're bringing these resources and opportunities to you. Just before we continue with our last couple of presentations, we're really glad today to have with us one of Philadelphia's top victim advocates fighting for the services and support of those who are victims of crime here in the city of Philadelphia. We have with us the Executive Director of Northwest Victim Services, Ms. Melanie Nelson. So glad to have you on, ma'am. We'll just need you to unmute yourself, Melanie, if you can hear me. All right, we're trying to get her up. We have one more person that we also will. While we wait for Melanie to get connected, I think she's experiencing some technical difficulties here. We also have with us the founder of She Saves the Nation, which is a nonprofit organization doing some amazing mission work in Africa, over in Kenya, but also doing some incredible advocacy work here in Philadelphia. And so the founder is Kanita Benson. So glad to have you on, Kanita. If you could just share a few words with those who are listening.
Absolutely. Honored to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation. I'd like to speak just from some personal experience. My primary role is the Director of Intercultural Prayer and Missions for the National Day of Prayer Task Force, which is the National Day of Prayer observance in our nation. And I have experienced layoff, struggles in trying to get positioning in the right role. Once I understood that this was so much more about a role, it's more about a calling, it's more about purpose. And that purpose is not static, it's dynamic. And so once I realized that, the job search for me became a more enriching experience, because I knew that I would get what was right for me, not just something to say I have it, because I knew that I was more than what I did. I can contribute something based on who I am and what I was called to do. And since discovering that, I've never been more fulfilled. But prior to experiencing a layoff, I went through over 6 months of landing that role, which was a dream role, not knowing that the layoff would actually introduce me or segue me into this beyond imaginable dream director role of spearheading a national initiative that I could have never imagined doing in this time frame. So I think that there's something to be said about this journey. It's a lot that we can do to really be present in the midst of it, even when it's difficult. There's so much to learn about ourselves. There's so much to learn about the fact that nothing is wasted, and that we will eventually be where we are called and destined to be. And that was the scenario for me, even when it took long, even when things were uncertain, even when I had no idea what the trajectory of my calling would actually be. Once that was established, I have been able to really thrive in this particular role and connect with people across the country to really make a difference in people's lives. So I just want to encourage everyone, no matter where you are in your job search, you are more than the sum of what you do. You were created for something bigger. And I'm hoping that that is what will guide your steps and your journey. And I promise you, if you lean into that, you will end up exactly where you're supposed to be.
Thank you so much, Kanita. Appreciate all the work that you do, both in the city and around the globe.
Absolutely.
I believe we have Melanie Nelson connected with us. Melanie, are you there? Can you hear us, Melanie? All right, we tried.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay,
Can
good.
you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Melanie Nelson is Executive Director for Northwest Victim Services. If you could just give a brief word of encouragement to those who are listening in.
Sure. So with Northwest Victim Services, we are still working extremely hard, still serving the people in the Northwest section of Philadelphia and throughout Philadelphia as a whole. We are still here. We're still helping homicide, co-survivors, victims of crime. So we're still working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I know it's hard with the COVID. It's hard with victimization. We understand, and we're here to serve at all times. And I can be reached directly on my cell phone number, and I'll put that in the chat for anyone. But hang in there. We're here to give support, unconditional support and love around the clock.
Thank you so much, Melanie. Okay, we're almost there. Our next presenter is Ivory Scott from Urban Affairs Coalition. So glad to have you on. Ivory, please unmute your slides are up, and you can also pop onto the screen.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks, Lamar, and thank you, Seth, for inviting us again. Let me just make this smaller so I can see everything. Perfect. So again, my name is Ivory Scott. I am the Human Resources Intern at Urban Affairs Coalition. UAC is a nonprofit organization that unites government, business, neighborhoods, and individual initiatives to improve the quality of life in the greater Philadelphia region, build wealth in urban communities, and solve emerging issues. UAC is a provider of professional and supportive services to enhance organization operations. We are a fiscal sponsor for 80 plus program nonprofit partners so they can focus on their mission delivery and bold initiatives in the community. UAC drives change in the communities through program and policies, focusing on opportunities that matter most in the communities that UAC serves. Having 80 plus program partners, there's always a job at the Urban Affairs Coalition. Our positions range from residential aides, safety liaisons, security guards, drivers, cooks, to COVID inventory assistants, prevention support specialists, case managers, administrative coordinators, and many more. I did want to point out that YoACAP, which is a program partner, is looking for 18 to 24-year-olds who are interested in building in the trade industry. So if you're interested in that, please let me know, and my information will be on the next slide. But to give you some information about our programs directly, Achieving Reunification Center, also known as ARC, provides a one-stop center to assist parents in overcoming barriers towards family reunification. They provide services on health, counseling, parent education and training, job training and placement, literacy, and violence prevention. On the other hand, we have SELF, who motivates, empowers, and inspires individuals to live their best lives. With compassion at its core, their approach uses best practices and evidence-based programs to pave the way for personnel and community transformation. They provide services regarding emergency housing, leadership training, mentoring, and other vital services to Philadelphia's most vulnerable communities, including the homeless and those affected by incarceration. So as you can see, we have many program partners on the board. We have PAN, we have ODAT, we have Ready, Willing, and Able. We have a COVID division out of the Philadelphia Department of Public Health. We have Center for Hope, and most of our programs have part-time and full-time positions. Some of them have seasonal positions, so we have all types of opportunities at the Urban Affairs Coalition. And I can go about our programs all day, but I know we're closing up. So if you are interested and want to learn more about the Urban Affairs Coalition and their job opportunities here, please contact me at, my phone number is 215-851-1772. My email is iscott, ISCOTT @uac.org. Our website is also up there, which is www.uac.org. And you can go to job opportunities. And again, my name is Ivory Scott, and thank you for your time.
Ivory, thank you so much. And thank you for joining us again. Please mark your calendar for the first Thursday of November. And tell Arun Prabhakaran we said hello.
Will do. Thank you, Lamar.
All right. Last but not least, we say the best for last, I believe they said. Pennsylvania Career Link. We have on today Scott O'Hare. We have Maddie, and I believe Winter Jones. They're all on today. Your slides are up. Great to see you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We really appreciate being here. Special thank you to the DA's office for inviting us month after month. My name is Scott O'Hara. I'm a business service representative with Pennsylvania Career Link in Philadelphia. I'm going to try and get through everything that we offer, that we do. I know we just got a few minutes and everybody wants to continue with their evening. We can go to the next slide. So Pennsylvania Career Link is kind of a one-stop hub for job seekers and for employers looking for job seekers. We are currently conducting business virtually, but we are still servicing our clients. For job seekers, we do offer job search assistance. We also offer resume building, interview prep, really anything that you need to get in the door and have that interview, we can help you out with that. We have access to hundreds of employers and thousands of job opportunities in the Philadelphia area. Manufacturers, distributors, retailers, healthcare are like the big employers right now. But even just this past week, we've had quite a few employers come in. We're working with Dietz & Watson, Reliance Standard Life Insurance, WIS International, Amazon Robotics, Inline Private Security, and that's all just in the last 2 days. So there are lots of people hiring and they're using us to find people. So if you're a job seeker or you're somebody that's looking for work or you know somebody that's looking for work, please send them our way. If you're an employer and you are looking for qualified applicants, we can help you with that as well. We have access to a large and diverse pool of people who are looking for work. We can pre-screen those individuals for you, so to save you some time and some money. And we can set up interviews and recruitment events. We're doing a lot of virtual events, job fairs, virtual interviews, anything that you need to get the job done without having people there to avoid, getting sick with COVID. We can help you out with that. We also have access to funding for all the job training, apprenticeships, and other initiatives. And I should add too that all of our services that we offer are free to you, the employer, free to you, the job seeker. If you need more information, please go to pacareerlinkphl.org. You can see job postings that we're hiring for immediately, get access to those virtual services I was talking about. If you want to talk to somebody in person, just call our toll-free number, 833-750-JOBS. Somebody can direct you to the person that can help you best. If you're an employer that's looking for assistance, please reach out to my colleague, Wesley Garris. He's the Business Services Engagement Team Lead. There's his information right there, and he can connect you with a dedicated business service representative for your industry. I don't want to take up any more of your time. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to pass it off to Maddie and Winter.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Scott. Thank you again for having CareerLink here. I'm happy to be talking about reentry, and I appreciate everybody that has stuck on the call for this long. So specifically about reentry, I know Scott mentioned a lot about what CareerLink does, but I do want to talk more detailed about how we can help somebody that you might know, or how we can help you personally if you fall into somebody that has a background. CareerLink services in general are open to anybody that has a background. There's no restriction in that way. So we work with anybody that has a criminal background, whether they just got out of jail or they've been out for a while. It doesn't matter. As long as that is a barrier, we are willing to help them and move on, from there. So what we do, basically, we meet with people. We would do like an initial intake and assess their needs, just learn about their situation. We help with resume and cover creation. We help with interview preparation. We also hold monthly workshops. So the two main workshops that we are holding right now, they're all virtual, is how to land a job with a criminal background and also mock interviewing. So if somebody has a need for learning more skills in that area or just learning more education, we offer that as well. And then we also provide guidance with employer applications and just generally the ability to connect with second chance employers as well. So basically, from the soup to the nuts, we can help with from start to finish the whole employment process. And I also do want to say that while we do the intake, we also assess for other needs, whether it be childcare, transportation, housing, things of that nature. So we are very privy to the other organizations that exist within our community, very thankful that they exist, and a lot of those places have spoken today during the call. So we really just try to take a holistic approach with all the clients to make sure we're touching on every single aspect of their needs. If you have anyone or you yourself feel like you would benefit from our services, my information is on the screen. I am one of 4 reentry employment specialists. So if I can help, I will make sure to disperse it amongst my team. And if you just have any general questions, I welcome that as well. And again, thank you guys so much for being here. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything. Thank you so much.
All right, I think we've made it to the end here. Just before you get off, we want to thank you so much for tuning in today to our virtual one-stop job and resource hub. I have one more person I just asked to say a few words. The whole concept of one-stop, when I brought this idea to DA Larry Krasner a year ago, it was birthed out of an experience of really engaging with those who were victims of crime, but also those who were returning home from incarceration, and those who really were trying to build a new life for themselves. And so somebody who understands those barriers is a good friend of mine, Donnell Drinks. He's going to talk just briefly and to encourage those who are listening to take advantage of those resources, both the job, trauma care, victim service, and other social service resources that you heard today. Donnell, glad to have you on, man.
Thank you for having me, Lamar. First of all, I would like to thank everybody for taking this time out. That'll be the first step on a journey that can be extremely beneficial for you if you take advantage of the services mentioned. One of the things that I would like to touch on is that nothing is insurmountable. I came home 2 years ago after 27 and a half years of incarceration. And I've been able to find employment, steady employment, since that time by taking advantage of the opportunities that were presented to me. I say that because I know for a fact that there are many of y'all on this call that might have obstacles that y'all have to overcome. Don't think that anything that you encounter can stop you from doing what you need to do. You just have to believe in yourself, and you have to take advantage of the opportunities put before you. This workshop, one-stop work resource center, I mean, is amazing because it gives you an opportunity to have everything come to you in your living room. That in and of itself is brilliant, and it allows you to be familiar in your own setting and get in and absorb the information. You know, a lot of times we go out and we go to these places and we're uncomfortable because we're around people we don't know and it's unfamiliar. So you really can't focus on the information that's being presented to you because you're too busy caught up in the environment. You are in your safety of your own home or wherever you are at listening at this opportunity. So it takes away one of those barriers. Please understand the advantage that you have here. Take advantage of this opportunity because this could be the beginning of your new life, or it could build on the life that you've already started. Lamar called on me. It was a no-brainer that I would come. Excuse me. Apologize. That's Lamar calling me again. It's like, nah. No, but seriously, all jokes aside, I just wanted to, you know, I just wanted to share this with y'all. It's a personal story of my own. I've been home for 2 years, a little over 2 years now. And the workforce has been very inviting to me and very welcome. But it's not without obstacles. And that's why when these mock interviews and all that come up, take advantage of it because it gives you a familiarity that is priceless. You know, we call it getting around, navigating in the community, in the hood, whatever, you know, whatever terminology is comfortable with you. In the workforce, it's called soft skills. There's nothing you're going to encounter in the workforce that we don't know. We just got a different language and vernacular or word for it. Feel comfortable in any environment, prepare yourself for any environment you're going to go into, and please take advantage of this. I wish all y'all the best. Lamar is a great guy. If he co-signs on it, I'm signing off on it. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you, Donnell. Do me a favor, where can people reach you? Because Donnell is the co-founder of an organization called Grown. In 30 seconds, talk about Grown and where they can reach you on social media.
Real quick, Grown is an acronym for Gaining Respect Over Our Worst Nights. Grown is a organization founded by another former juvenile lifer to empower men and women that need something to overcome. It's a conduit. We got reach arms, we got mentorship, we got mock interviews, everything that you can need to secure yourself and be a productive citizen. We can be reached on Facebook at Grown, which is Grown Facebook. On Instagram is _Grown. My personal is I am Donnell Drinks on Instagram, and that'll lead you to anywhere else you need to go. Like I said, it's an organization for us, by us. And the whole premise of it is to overcome our worst nights, whether it was victimization or perpetration of a crime. Everybody needs to be empowered. You know, your worst night could have been homelessness, whatever the case is, you can overcome it. And you can utilize Growing as a platform and a conduit to give back to the community and empower the next person. Thank you.
Thank you, Donnell. And listen, thank you to all of our employers and social service providers and victim service agencies that took the time to share this information with our residents in Philadelphia or those who are in the surrounding counties. I hope that this information was helpful for you. I hope that you will take advantage of it. Again, on behalf of Philadelphia District Attorney Larry Krasner, our entire executive team here at the DA's office, special thanks to my team in community engagement, Seth Myers and Andriana Barefield. Thank you for all the work that you all do. You all didn't see them on the screen, but Seth was running the slides and Andriana was making sure everybody's contact information was in the chat feature. Thank you for your hard work. And thank you to all the those who are watching and all the attendees. If you want to learn more about One Stop, please follow the DA's office social media platforms. It's at Phila DAO, PHILA DAO. Seth Myers is dropping that right now into the comment section. And again, we thank you very much. And we look forward to seeing you next month. Stay safe and be blessed. Peace.